In this video, we're looking at 2012 to 2018 Ram pickups that have poor airflow out of the dash vents. This is going to be defrost position, floor position. It really doesn't matter. You just have poor airflow and you hear the blower motor working, and the higher the blower speed, just not much change. You're not feeling much change at all, but you usually can hear the blower motor working harder the higher you go up in blower speed. This is the HVAC housing behind the dash. On the right hand side of it, you're going to have air coming in through your air inlet housing, one of two places, either behind the glove box or from the outside cowl area. Then that air, after the blower motor, goes through your evaporator, and then it goes optionally through the heater core depending on where you have your temperature setting. So the heater core isn't always used depending on where you have your hot-cold setting on your dash. It's always going to flow air, though, through this AC evaporator. See those brown specks of dirt? That's what it looks like in reality. That's your AC evaporator. These trucks are getting really bad dirt buildup on the AC evaporators, way more than the earlier generations before 2011 and 12. I'm not exactly sure why, but the dirt buildup is getting pretty bad. It's happening more and more, especially around drought condition areas, California, Central Valley, anywhere you're around farmland with a lot of dry soil, construction sites. That dirt is just building up and it's clogging up the AC evaporator like you see here. There's the air inlet housing in the yellow circle. So they never really installed a cabin air filter from the factory. Now they had most of what you needed there. They just never cut out the little square or popped it out and put a cover and filter on it. I would assume that's to save some money. Not sure why they would have most of everything you need on the air inlet housing. You see the cutaway there, and there's a slot inside there. So maybe it saved them about $5 per vehicle, which is a huge amount of savings if you think about it, if you make 1 million trucks or more. Now this is what it looks like if it has the air filter, and it's there. It's going to have a cover. So if you drop the glove box, you see the airflow cover, looks just like that, then you have a cabin air filter. If you don't see that and it's just flat with a cutaway, like you had seen in the picture before that, that's actually going to be a situation where you probably want to install a cabin air filter retrofit. So that's without. So you dropped your glove box, you see it without the cover. Usually it's going to, that's going to indicate you don't have a cabin air filter. You want to find someone that's able to cut that cutaway out on your Ram truck. Take that plastic, just toss it, and then you're going to want to install a cabin air filter, the same one that would be used on that same model year. But they sell kits online. Amazon sells a door and cabin air filter kit. You can have it sent to your house. About 20% or less have little ribs casting a flash that needs to be cut off with like a hot knife, and it's kind of hard to get your knife in there. So that's what I typically do, is take a hot knife after heating the tip and then cut through the plastic, and then at that point you can slide a cabin air filter in. Most of them you're not going to have that flash. You don't need to cut anything once the door opening is cut out. So you'd put the cabin air filter in, you put the cover on, and now you have dirt collecting a cabin air filter that's now serviceable, way easier than replacing an evaporator.